So let's talk about Donnie real quick. So Donnie has been in the headlines from, arguing with other leaders across the world, between partaking in the bombings in Iran, as well as asking for some money. Not only we talk about asking for some money, but $200 billion that, Department of War is like, hey, listen, we need to replenish what we've used. So let's put that out there. The reason why they're asking for the 200 billion is because they want to replenish what was used. I don't know about y'all, but $200 billion is a lot of money. And the reason why that's relevant is our first topic is, look, Dave, you about to say something. Go ahead. If you got something to say.
I'm not saying nothing. I'm seeing where this is going. Listen, I'm on the tour like everybody else. Let's go.
So $200 billion, but Donnie couldn't get out of there without saying something else. Y'all know Donnie don't care about saying nothing about none of that, right? He gonna tell you where he want the money. He gonna tell you what he want to do. He don't care about none of that. So let's go ahead and get into this X post from Headquarters News Now. It says that this is going to be talking about the daycare comments and about what we as a nation can afford to pay for and what we can't. Now, like I said, I started off with 200 billion. He said we got 200 billion to replenish them war funds. Okay, so keep that in mind when he about to say what he got to say.
Don't send any money for daycare because the United States can't take care of daycare. That has to be up to a state. We can't take care of daycare. We're a big country. We have 50 states. We have all these other people. We're fighting wars. We can't take care of daycare. You got to let a state take care of daycare, and they should pay for it too. They should pay. They have to raise their taxes, but they should pay for it. And we could lower our taxes a little bit to them to make up. But it's not possible for us to take care of daycare. Medicaid, Medicare, all these individual things, they can do it on a state basis. You can't do it on a federal. We have to take care of one thing, military protection. We have to guard the country. But all these little things, all these little scams that have taken place, you have to let states take care of them, Russell, and you have to
drop some drip in the comments. Do y'all think that Donnie is right? Is he saying, listen, we get that you need some money to take care of your baby, take care of your grandma, take care of people who got disabilities, take care of those who need help. But that we ain't talking about up here. Y'all need to figure that up here. So the federal level, we talking about the United States government. We shouldn't be worried about that up here. We need to worry about protecting the United States. The states need to worry about the people who live in that state. And because of that, depending on what they got going on in their state, how much money you make, how much things cost of living, he's saying y'all need to figure that out. And then Plain Dame talks about being hyper local. So that would be the trickle down effect that he's talking about in this situation. I just want to break it down before we get into it. I will share an article as we discuss it a little bit further. So Plain Dame, do you have anything you want me to dive in?
I've been saying this all. Have I not been saying this forever and a day? I said I'm Ohio first. And the reason for that is because that's been the biggest issue for me is basically what he's saying is, look, stop doing the orange guy bad thing and start looking at them officials you got in your own state. Use your voice. This empowers us even more. If it's everything is being controlled on a state level, then we have a little bit more control, a lot more control actually, because we can vote more about different things that's happening, who gets what have you. And we're not sitting there saying, oh, they did this to us. No, we can keep it right in-house. I like that idea. Most people don't, but I don't know. It is what it is. But I dig it. I dig it.
So I'm saying I understand the concept that was given there. Wrong message, wrong time. Wrong message, wrong time. Because you got a lot of people hurting financially, along with asking for some money. You asking for money, and then you telling the people who technically pay your bills what their money is going to do. You didn't ask them. You told them, I can't do it. Well, maybe if you read on that, they might have said something a little bit different, especially when you talk about, I'm not going to touch Social Security. I want to help our seniors. That does not actually send that message. So that's where things are conflicted. You would have ran on, listen, federal government need to worry about making sure there is a country to come back to. And that is P0 right there. States, hold your own nuts. Like, that would have been a different kind of conversation. So this is where I'm coming from with that.
Yeah.
Do I think the federal government should pay for daycare? Federal government, technically right now, there's programs that assist people, but they don't pay for daycare, okay? People get tax write-offs for a certain amount per child for daycare, but anybody that I know of that got kids, listen, they paying, I think in Seattle, it's like thousands of dollars for one baby. Like, it might be $1,000 a week per baby. So
and I mean,
if you
there's
got two
already
kids,
states that
that's
have
$2,000 a week. What your little 5,000 kickback on that gonna do for your 2 racks a week? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, I see even if states were to take care of that, then you're expecting states to be able to have money enough from you up here, which you ain't gonna do. Stop playing, because then you got all these questions. But why you need all this money? Well, you told me to take care of the people with their kids and they disabled and the elderly, and now you telling me you ain't got it.
Another thing that would have to happen too is it would be a forensic accounting of where dollars are going. You know, with all of that federal money being poured in, that's why there's so much rampant fraud, because it's so much money being demanded on a federal level to handle these things. We can't even track where it's all going. So if we keep it to where it's on a state level, to where you all are making decisions, you know, money could be allocated in a much better way. You see how he slid in there. Maybe we could lower taxes too. He's spitballing. And you know, if he would have said all of this during the campaign, you playing political.
It would have been maybe
that.
a little bit.
Would have been over with.
It'd have been over.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's 2 sides to this. One good side of it is states like we talked about New Mexico, which has free childcare within the state, but it's an incentive or benefit that's used because don't nobody want to move to damn New Mexico. It ain't really shit.
I mean, they got like 3 cities. That's about it. You live in Albuquerque, and there's like 2 as in Santa Fe, Albuquerque. There's another city. That's it. You ain't living in like whatever's in between. Like that's what are they called? Right. Tumbleweeds. That's
it's a gas station. It's a
military basis, right? So that's what's going on there.
But ET. I'm just kidding.
But then he brings in basically bringing it back to the studs on the government, and you need a plan for something like that.
Yo, Jam Jones, Dame 2 coming.